Welcome back everyone to our farming simulator series. My previous episodes were streamed. So if you didn't catch those streams, I'll just kind of catch you up real quick of where we're at. We started the game in a normal new farmer setting. We still have the base tractors that you start with. The base trailer. I did purchase a plow. Also purchased a fertilizer bin, a modded seeder. This is one of the only two mods I have. This is just a little bit wider so we can seed more of an area. We still have the original seeder that the game gives you right here, and we have the original cultivator as well. I did download two mods where we have refill stations for seed and fertilizer, so we don't have to drive back and forth to the shop. And what I did with our plow is, when you start with field 19 and 20, we went ahead and harvested those in the very beginning, and I plowed around 19 and 20 and turned it all into one giant field. Then we planted soybean in here, in the whole open area. I have a tractor out there, a worker. He's doing some de-weeding right now because we have we have weeds turned on. I do not have lime turned on. I don't have any equipment to do that right now, so we're not really going to worry about the lime. Other than that, that's pretty much all we've purchased is the two items, and we did sell off our buildings that were over here, and we turned that into one field as well. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to let him keep working. Let's see, this guy. He's going to de-weed whatever's left in the field. And then we're going to do a little bit of time travel, and when we come back, it'll be ready to harvest. We will use the based harvester to harvest all this. But, you guys won't see all that. You'll just you'll see a time lapse of it. And other than that, basically that's all we can really do right now is just kind of let this grow. I'm going to increase the time, the speed, and and stuff like that. We're just going to let him get done weeding, since you can only weed during the first stage. We did fertilize it one time. So what we'll probably do is after this dirt turns like a lighter brown, we'll go ahead and fertilize it again. That way we get a maximum yield out of this field. You can go ahead and double fertilize it now, I believe, but we're not going to worry about doing that just yet. We're just going to kind of let him get done, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, I'll be back when this is I'll be back when we go to fertilize it the second time. So yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so here we are on our next day. I had to increase the time scale because it was nighttime and you really can't show you anything at night. The dirt is like a light brown color. If you look, that means we can go ahead and fertilize again. So we're going to grab our tractor and our fertilizer, and we're going to go ahead and fertilize the entire field. We'll use a worker to do that as well. So just go ahead, jump in here, start it up, back up over here to our fertilizer item, our fertilizer tool. I guess our fertilizer spreader is what you would call it. I don't really know. But we're gonna back in here. I kind of keep all my tools like right here in one little area for now, until we can either upgrade or get a building to put them in. But this seems to work okay. We're gonna open our cover. It is short a little bit. It's at 60% right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and fill it up the rest of the way. And we're gonna start a worker on this. And then we'll be back with you when we're ready for the next step. So let's go ahead and get this filled up, and I'm gonna pull it out of here. Close our lid back. Turn in here. It's got a pretty good spread radius, so we don't have to get too close to the edge. So we're gonna try about right here, I think, and see how that goes. And I'm just gonna start a worker to do it. So yeah, we're gonna let a worker do this. He'll make better lines than I ever will, so I'm not really gonna attempt to do that. I'll have it everywhere. But now that should put us, see, now we're at a fertilizer of 100%. and our weed is at 0%, so we're good to go in these fields. We should have a really good harvest. We'll make a lot of money off of this, and that's gonna help out. It'll get us a new field, and that's the goal. Maybe even a new harvester. We don't know yet. But I'm gonna let him run, and I'll be back with you guys as soon as he gets all this fertilized. Shouldn't take him too long with that tool. That tool has a spread radius of like 24 meters, so that's pretty good. And hopefully he won't miss anything. I don't expect him to. But yeah, so we'll be back with you guys as soon as he gets done. Alright, so we have everything fertilized. There's a couple spots the worker missed in some of the corners. I'm not really going to worry about that. But we're going to go ahead and increase our time scale and try to get to a harvest in this episode. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. So yeah, let me increase my time, and we'll be back when this stuff is golden brown. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Oh yeah, look at that golden brown goodness. So let's go ahead and slow down our time. We're gonna go to real time, plant growth normal. I'm gonna save the game here at this point. And we're gonna start this harvest. Everything is pretty much ready, it looks like. So what we're gonna do, and this is gonna take a while to harvest all this. I mean, this is a lot of crop. Looks very nice too. I mean, look at the size of this field. So I have my harvester over here, just kind of chilling out. We're gonna go over here and jump in it. Okay, start it up. I'm gonna start right here in this corner, just like this. And we're gonna start our worker here. Now, this is gonna take a while. I could probably lease another harvester just to kind of help out, you know, harvesting the field a lot quicker. So let's go ahead and lease that, and then let's go back and lease the header for that one, so that way we are, you know, it's the right one. Okay, so details and lease and 2,000, so that's 12,000 we spent. So let's hit yes. Okay, let's go ahead and start this worker. So we have somebody working while we go pick up everything else. So we're gonna start him. We're gonna go ahead and teleport to the next vehicle like that. It does not look like it has a hitch. Sometimes these headers, especially the larger ones, automatically have a hitch built in to where you can just tow it, but this one does not. So we're just gonna go ahead and pick this one up and drive it back to our farm. Alright, so we're here at our farm. We have this whole big area to harvest. We have a harvester over there already working. I'm gonna go ahead and start this one right here in this corner. Now what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna do this first stripe by myself, and then I'm gonna enable the worker, so that way everything in the corner here is caught. Because you see my line is a little wonky, which I can fix that later. So actually we're just gonna go ahead and hire our worker, and we'll have them zoom through that. And with the power of YouTube, we will be back when this is pretty much harvested, and I'll document all my sales for my my crops today. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take my trailer here. I'm sure they are probably about full, at least over halfway. So we're going to take our tractor with our trailer, and we're going to go ahead and make a pickup. And we're going to get right up beside him, and we're going to take what he has. Now, when you're emptying out a harvester, if you watch the load amount going in, you'll see the number slow down and start jumping up by a little bit at a time. That's how you know they're empty. If not, you see how it's going up really slow. So I don't want to sit here longer than what I have to. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to the other one. Keep our cruise control active. His arm comes out a little bit further, so that's going to help us. And we're going to lock our cruise control, and we're just going to cruise with him until we're completely full. We're not going to run beside the other one until we're full, because he's going to take a little bit longer to fill up our trailer, being his header is a little bit smaller. So let's just stay with this guy until we're full, and then we're going to, okay, we're full, so we're going to stop, let him go by. And we're going to go ahead and go to our sell point. So let's pull up here. And let's see what we get on our first load from our new field. So we just got 19,569 on our first load. That is excellent. Slide over a little bit. Alright. Hit our cruise control. Like so. And we're just going to kind of sit beside him until he's empty. And get right up beside him, activate our cruise control. Now we're going to fill up completely with whatever he has. He will not be completely empty, just because we already have a lot inside of our trailer now. And that's our 100%. We're going to go back to grain elevator. So that's good. We made 19,569, so we made the same exact amount. So that's outstanding. So let's go back. So let's see how this goes. Doesn't like a little bit of harvester chicken, you know what I mean? Oh, he can get it all on one strip, so that's good. I'm going a little bit too fast. Try that again. What we might do is we're going to let them hit each other. That way they will block each other. And that'll give me time to get them both empty and move the other one and empty him. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let them go ahead and block each other. Like that. Empty this one out. They're going to stop. Like they are. And I'm going to pull around and empty this one out as well while they're blocked. That way they're stationary, makes it a lot easier to empty. So we're going to have to pull in close like this and then kind of like work our way out like that. So that way we can get out. If you don't get that the first time, then, you know, just try again. We're going to let this one completely empty out. Like that. And then I'm going to pull out here. I'm going to jump out of my tractor. I'm going to jump in the yellow one. And dismiss my worker. I'm going to back him out of here. So the New Holland can go ahead and go by. Or the Massey Ferguson can go ahead and go by. I'm also going to pull him over here. And I'm going to extend his arm. Like this. And I'm going to let his arm extend. And then I'm going to shut him off. Right here. Just like that. That way, when we come back with our trailer, we can just go ahead and grab whatever's left. Let's go ahead and dump this. By then, he will be done. We're gonna go ahead and dump the soybean and see what we can make again. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same amount, but you never know. Alright, we made another 19,569. Arm, I'm gonna pull over where our New Holland harvester is, and I'm gonna park just under his arm. I'm gonna have his arm in the back. Now I'm gonna shut off this tractor, and I'm gonna jump in this harvester. And I'm gonna go around to all these little spots they missed and get all those. So we're gonna go ahead and empty out this one into our trailer. Like so. Once this one is empty, it is a lease, so we will return it as soon as possible. Let's get him empty, and that should pretty much do it. See if I can fill up or get whatever's left out of my silo before I take this last load. Which I'm not sure if there is. Yeah, we have 5,000, so we'll just take that just to get rid of it. And that'll fill us up all the way. We're gonna go ahead and empty out our last load from our field. Alright, we got 19,569 for the 4th time. So I'm gonna shut off that tractor and let's talk about this. We made 78,000 on a normal economy. And just the starter fields, the only thing we changed is we got our plow and we made our field bigger. That's excellent. That's an excellent thing. So really, we're pretty much done for the day, I think. And that'll be our title, you know, 78K in your starter fields. And I want to thank everybody for watching if you made it this far. I tried to keep it as interesting as I could. I edited the video to try to keep it interesting. It's kind of hard because it's a farming game. But people play it and people like it, and I really enjoy this game, and I hope to be able to bring you more content like this. But yeah, if you can hit the subscribe button for me, that would be good. And you know, hopefully you'll have the same luck I had, where we're making 80K per harvest. I did hire workers, but other than that, you know, you guys have a good one and have a good day.